Welcome back to Legend ZA. We're in the post-game of the Mega Dimension DLC. We're gonna be meeting some legendary Pokemon today. Probably, maybe, hopefully. I sure am gonna be making some donuts today. That's non-negotiable. Look who it is. Funny, I was just about to call. Listen, while we were searching for Darkrai, we detected some odd readings in two other places. These readings led us to a distinctive pair of brightly hued hyperspace distortions. We started referring to them by their colors, the ruby distortion and the sapphire distortion. He said it. We thought reaching out to Mademoiselle Ansha might be a good first step to learning more. Your encounter with a legendary Pokemon in hyperspace Lumiose kickstarted this wild ride. Maybe telling us more will unearth a clue about how to approach these colorful new distortions.
Alright, I'll share what I can. And that's the whole story.
I blacked out there. What was the story? Very interesting. I can just about guarantee that the Pokemon you're after is called Rayquaza. Your description of it matches one I heard a long time ago. You sure know your stuff. Well, see, there was this one fellow who took care of me when I was just a little runt. He was the boss of an organization from Kanto who just happened to visit Lumiose. Giovanni lore? He knew a lot about the myths and legends of the Johto and Hoenn regions.
Wait,
What is it?
are we talking about, like, the Rayquaza from the Hoenn region?
What, you think there are other Rayquaza flying around out there?
I mean, not really. I'm just surprised.
Well, if we assume that every copy of a game is its own distinct universe where there is exactly one, then once we combine all those universes in like link trades and link battles, then there's not just exactly one. In fact, there are very, very many Pokemon that are unique to the specific universe. All across this multi-dimensional, multi-universal thing of Pokemon battling.
What was that guy saying? Whatever.
Look, I'm just telling you what I heard. Keep in mind it's all secondhand info from years ago. Actually, you could probably tell us more about Rayquaza yourself. You're from Hoenn, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I am. I forgot. Back in Hoenn, we got these old legends. I'm talking real old. They tell of two legendary Pokemon. The first is Kyogre, maker of oceans. Then there's Groudon, maker of land. Kyogre and Groudon were locked in this fierce battle. Apparently it was the legendary Pokemon Rayquaza that put a stop to the fighting. Quite right, Lita. How wonderful to find another Rayquaza enthusiast. We should swap notes later. Huh? I mean, sure, we can do that, I guess.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure these new distortions are linked to Kyogre and Groudon, and dealing with those two might lead us to Rayquaza. According to our calculations, you'll need special donuts to reach the pockets of hyperspace Lumiose in which Kyogre and Groudon dwell. Just like how you found Darkrai, huh? In that case, you know what you gotta do. Consider this your official survey request. Ah, but don't go yet. I forgot one thing. We started picking up some distortions with rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon you've already battled and calmed before. Couldn't tell you why. Maybe it's your own subconscious memories influencing things? Anyway, these rogue Pokemon are dangerous, but beating them would yield lots of survey points. That's all from me. Good luck out there. The rogue Mega distortions that will be showing up, they are really good ways of getting a lot of survey points really fast. So, probably do those if you're trying to grind out survey points without needing to, search for things like these 4 and 2-star and 3-star. They don't yield a lot of survey points, but the 5-star stuff, specifically these Rogue Mega arenas, they are the best way to grind out points. We've got a few side mission distortions here, and we're gonna have to deal with the characters that we've met in the game, like the major characters in these, I'm pretty sure. I think I'll save them for the next episode where I'm knocking out all the side quests. For now, I'm just going to grind out points and get to Kyogre and Groudon. I'll go ahead and show off the Rogue Mega rematch over here. It's really the exact same stuff that we've been through before. Just, you're going to need to have a 5-star donut to really last in them. So, Let's go make some donuts, first and foremost. I guess I forgot about that part. Alright, I got a 5-star donut. It's nothing that would really help us against Rogue Mega Tyranitar, but it'll at least give us a lot of time to work with, and it boosts our levels over to 200, so... Here we go. Rogue Mega Tyranitar again. This time I don't have Rogue Mega Rogue Mega. I don't have Mega Excadrill on me, so maybe this won't go so hot. We'll see. There we go. There's that defense being lowered. Shut up. Ah, there we go. Took a little while for him to get stunned from that. I'm gonna say, can we get some defense being lowered? Not much to say. Not a whole lot different going on at the moment. Sure is difficult. Having a grand old time. Well, now it's got a sand barrier, so that's something to look out for. And with that, we're done. Nothing we haven't seen before, and it's not really much to comment on. But we got a lot of survey points, and a guaranteed bonus ball. So I guess that's something. Anyway, time for me to go grinding again. Great work out there. Thanks to you completing those survey tasks, we made some leaps in our analysis. Piece of cake. Or a donut. Guess the survey stuff comes second nature to you now, huh? Team MZ doesn't mess around. Would you meet me at Nouveau Cafe? I've got a few things that'd be easier to discuss in person. The main Nouveau Cafe at Centrica Plaza, that is. Don't go blowing up my phone asking where I am from one of their little side trucks. Give me a moment, I'm about to defy you. This one. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, Corbeau? Yo, where are you? I don't see you. So anyway. What's up, gang? Glad you could join us. Why don't we order something before we get down to business? To defeat the Huns. A good bite is a sure path to a happier day, don't you think? As long as it's shared with someone you feel comfortable with, of course. You're comfortable with me? Do you want to, like, have coffee together?
What do you want? Usual ember roast for you, whattageek?
Drip coffee for me, and one of those great croissants Grisham makes.
That's it? What, is the Rust Syndicate pinching pennies now? Disappointing. Give us more money.
Prism Tower, still the symbol of our city, for better or worse. You can see it from anywhere in Lumios. That's why it needs to be fixed up as soon as possible. That said, I still appreciate the effort you made to protect it, even if it did end up like that. No, I appreciate it. After all, sometimes the things that obviously need doing are the hardest to actually do. Anyway, let's get down to business. What about those Huns? To get into the pockets of hyperspace Lumios on the other side of the Ruby Distortion and Sapphire Distortion, you'll need some special donut recipes. We put the entire Rust Syndicate through their paces researching and developing new recipes. Easy, Philippe. Calling too much attention to our hard work could come across like you just want a pat on the back. Let's keep it humble. Well, we're all doing our best for everyone in Lumios here. Pardon me, boss, didn't mean to be gauche. I was merely inspired by the noble tales you keep relating to us about the many sleepless nights you spent analyzing all this hyperspace data. Puts me right to sleep, it does. We'll send word to Ansha about the flavor profiles your donuts will need. Be warned, you'll also need one particularly rare ingredient. And what would that be? Don't worry, I've got this one. Grish, pal. Think you could spare some of that Hoennian salt you sprinkle in your croissants? How did you know our secret ingredient? I suppose it's true what they say about the Rust Syndicate. You really do go digging up everything you can about people to hold as leverage. Nonsense, we'd never stoop so low. Privacy's paramount these days. We figured out your secret ingredient thanks to Philippe's perceptive palate. Don't underestimate Restaurant Luau's favorite taste tester. Very well, I did overhear your talk, and I can share our riches if you're working on the city's behalf. This is just to find the fine legendary Pokémon, actually. Oh, so it's not for the city? Then I'll take it back, then. It's terribly valuable. Hoennian salt with a whalmer on it. You think they dried it out from the seawater in Hoenn? Much obliged. I sent Ansha the flavor profile data. Well, with that, I think the rest is up to you. I hereby leave the matter of Kyogre and Groudon in Team MZ's capable hands. One coffee for the two of you, I guess. Share. Alright, let's go over to Ansha. I don't think I have the berries necessary to make these recipes, because I've been making other donuts with them. With the dimensions and stuff.
Hello, I was just reviewing the recipes Mr. Philippe sent me. They will be quite complex, like the one we used to find that fine Pokemon Darkrai. It's rather intriguing that the key to meeting two legendary Pokemon of Hoenn is Hoennian salt. Quite a tidy solution, is it not?
I think it's a little on the nose.
Perhaps, but isn't simplicity often for the best? So what kind of donuts are we going to make? Well, paying a visit to Groudon calls for a very particular flavor profile. We'll need at least 260 points in sweet, 160 in spicy, a 60 in sour, 20 in bitter, and 260 fresh. That'll make us an Omega old-fashioned donut for visiting Groudon in Hyperspace Lumios. In dropping in on Kyogre, we'll take a donut with its own unique flavor profile. We'll need at least 50 in sweet, 50 in spicy, 210 sour, 180 bitter, 370 fresh. That should yield an alpha old-fashioned donut with which to visit Kyogre's pocket of hyperspace. I'll be counting on all of you to help gather the necessary ingredients.
Let's see if we can make either of these right now. Like I said, I don't have many. I do have a lot of fresh, and that is necessary for Kyogre. Let me try the alpha donut first, then. Alright, Payapa. Already met the fresh quota. Now it's time for the sour and the bitter. Could probably get a fair bit there. Bitter met. I only have one donut left. So I can't, or one berry left. So I can't quite make it there with what I got. Bit of a shame. Although I am... Oh, there we go. Okay. What about something with sweet and sour? Qualot? Yo! There we go. It's not a 5-star, though. That's going to be a little difficult. Well, let's give it a shot. Alpa. Sapphire blue syrup.
Done it. I've never made a donut quite like this one before. Behold the Alpha Old-Fashioned Donut. Way to go, Chef Ancha.
Truly, we got the most dedicated donut chef in all of Lumios.
Now Hoopa can get us into the pocket of hyperspace Lumios where Kyogre's at. Yeah, guys, I got it. Let's go to Kyogre. You worked so hard to gather the ingredients. Let's head to Wild Zone 5.
What? Did I know where these distortions were? Hold up. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. Got it. Sapphire, Power of Beginnings. Before I go in, I am going to swap around a couple of my moves here. I will have Pepper primarily be a grass user. I'm thinking Spicy Extract, Nasty Plot will be pretty good to have for both Giga Drain and Seed Bomb, respectively. Or, not respectively. But also over here on Shift's end, I'm gonna deck him out with some other moves. Put Power Whip on, we'll have Thunder Punch, where's that? There we go. Should I even put Conversion on? I've been finding that it's more useful to switch up Kecleon's moves based on the situation that I have going on. Actually, I want Screech. And then anyone else that I want to switch up right now? I think it's just going to be those two that I'm going to be tabbing between. Where we're looking. It's also likely, well, yeah, I'm going to say it is likely that I may not even be able to win against Kyogre right here and now, because it is only a 4-star donut and I don't have the necessary calories to take a long time in the battle. So we might get kicked out before we can even defeat Kyogre. If that happens, then I'll just have to grind out more berries, but we'll see.
We need an Alpha Old-Fashioned Donut to get through the Sapphire distortion here.
Look how pretty that is. The Pokemon inside is likely about to Mega Evolve. Do they know?
Technically, I think Kyogre's going to go through Primal Reversion, not Mega Evolution, but still, oh, she knows. Go ahead and feed Hoopa that Alpha Old-Fashioned Donut, whattageek.
Where'd that go? Here it go. Plus only a level boost of 84. I'm not confident. Let's go, Hoopa. Give me your alpha power.
So this is where Kyogre dwells.
And hey, guess what?
Come here, you two. Check this out.
Yep. It's where Kyogre hid out in Alpha Sapphire.
Huge blue crystals, waterfalls from nowhere. Is this what Kyogre's subconscious looks like? Well, they do say Kyogre is the personification of the sea. The strength of his water-type attacks is supposed to be incredible. We can still take it on between the three of us and our Pokemon. Let's go, everyone. Time to catch Kyogre. Guess we gotta trust in our Rotom phones and take the plunge.
Shut the Whoa! And just like with New Moon Island, getting to look around and walk around in the Cave of Origin type area in a 3D space, in a massive 3D space, is just really cool in and of itself. Just take it all in. And look! There's the statue of Kyogre.
Whoa, is that Kyogre? We can't pull any punches. Gloves up, team!
Kyogre appeared. Whale! Let's go get him.
Now, this is gonna be a battle. I can't wait another second.
Kyogre comes loaded with Ice Beam to counter any grass types that come with you. But I brought something that's also part fire, so it's not gonna be that bad, I don't think.
Max out on Mega Power. You can Mega evolve a Pokemon.
Sure can. Here I go. Re-up on Spicy Extract there. There we go. Hey, that's some damage. Let's go. Pause the timer. Oof. Big Seed Bomb damage. Is he gonna surf anytime soon? No, we got Thunderbolt.
Moves keep you on your toes. Be ready to run.
I'm just kiting around it. We're fine. There's Surf. I was wondering when it would come in. Kyogre, de-Digivolve to Glow Waymon. Alright, now with it raining in the battlefield, no fire-type moves will even work. So keep that in mind. Someone got some good damage off, it sure wasn't me. We got a big move coming? Probably. Oh yeah. Bolts all around us. Ooh. That's some good damage. Let's go. Give me that health back. Thank you kindly. So this move does hurt a lot. Even to you, the player. I'm gonna go ahead and max revive Scoville in here, but I think it does this move 3 times, and it like swipes 3 times. Swipe. I'm not gonna send out Scoville in yet until this move is done. Alright, there we go. I don't remember what its signature move is. I remember Groudon's. That's Precipice Blades. If I was paying more attention to what the text was saying, then I would remember, but we're fine. Maybe I'll get a better look on the next time it tries to do it. On my first playthrough, I had a hell of a time trying to take down Kyogre. Not so bad a time getting Groudon done, but Kyogre was my main problem. Get another Giga Drain, a boosted Giga Drain. Last one for my special attack boost, I think. Get back here. Schwa. I wasn't paying attention again. Kyogre endured the hit. Guess we gotta wait for it to finish its attacks. What if I send out Kecleon? Go get it! Hiya! And Thunder Punch, and that was it. Catch him in a friend ball. He's a friend. It's a friend, I guess. That's one hell of a marble. Oh, couldn't grab it like a marble. It's a blue orb.
Way to go, whattageek! You and me and Karina, we're unstoppable! Yeah, we're the greatest! I can't believe we caught Kyogre. Lumios' toughest trio comes through once again.
Excellent work, kids. Beating Kyogre is no joke, especially after it got even more powerful. But as much as I hate to interrupt your moment, I need you all to stop by my office. I'll be waiting. You three didn't just beat Kyogre, you beat it when it was powered up. You sure are something. Whatever Kyogre did with that blue orb didn't sound quite like it was Mega Evolving, though. So let me get this straight. There's both Primal Reversion and Mega Evolution in play here?
You got it. They sort of work in a similar way, but they're not exactly the same. Funny, right? Primal Reversion is when Kyogre returns to its original state and grows really powerful. Its blue orb contains an overwhelming amount of natural energy. When that energy, the orb's power, awakens Kyogre's true form, it becomes Primal Kyogre. Glad I got to see Primal Reversion for myself. It's a big deal for me as the Mega Evolution successor.
I'm glad this gave you something new to chew on. But you're not done yet. Get working on that Ruby distortion so you can catch Groudon.
You bet we will. We can't let Ancha down. That's right, our donut chef deserves the best.
And on that note, I do need to grind out more berries, so I'm going to need to do that before anything else. Alright. Got a couple of Rogue Mega encounters done with. I don't think this is gonna be any better, but I have the most of a berry that I don't need points of. That's great. Love to see that. Definitely gotta go with that. Definitely gotta do that one. Definitely need that one. That one too. So now we just need a lot of spicy. Okay, never mind. Now we just need a lot of fresh. Okay, now we just need that and sweet. Well, that was easy. And it's a 5-star. Well, okay, cool. Let's get some more defense then. Omega Donut. Move power ground, hell yeah.
We've done it. This is one of my finest works yet. Behold the Omega Old-Fashioned Donut. Way to go, Chef Ancha.
Groudon.
Now, Hoopa. Go.
Jean Sector 11. Don't even need to tag it. How will I get there? I'm assuming through John Plaza. And then up over this way. Do I gotta go, yeah, or... Oh, I had the wrong one, didn't I? No, I didn't. Do that one. Alright. And there it is. Let me go ahead and switch up Golurk here, because I think it's going to be my main damage dealer. I don't have anything else TM-wise that I would want to put on it. Like no power-up punch or nothing. Shift, maybe I could make use of a little bit as well. Maybe. Probably not a lot. Water would be good if not for the whole, hey, I summon Sun, therefore, you lose. I do actually want to put Dig on. And Drain Punch is actually probably useful, so let me get that over there in favor of Stone Edge. Okay. Hi, Karina.
We need that Omega Old-Fashioned? Yeah.
A Pokemon's gonna Mega Evolve, probably.
Groudon's gonna go through Primal Reversion, but still. Feed Hoopa the Omega Old-Fashioned Donut.
Don't even need to see this again. And just as before, this is Groudon's world.
Come quick, you two!
It's hot in here.
Ginormous red crystals, lava pouring down. I guess so. I'm no expert, but what I do know is Groudon should gain the fire type when it undergoes primal reversion. Good to know, though I doubt just using water types will cut it against an opponent like this. If the three of us work together, we can do it. Let's get to it. I actually do think maybe I should start with Kecleon, and we'll do... where's Ice Punch? There it is. We'll do Ice Punch, we'll do Power... We'll do Ice Punch and Power Whip. There we go. And what's something else I could throw on it to help it out? Need something up close and personal, so, I don't know, Body Slam. Yeah, probably. Nah, work up. We'll see how that goes. And then we'll swap to Golurk for the primal form. And just in case. Seed Bomb. Need Giga Drain. And we don't want Spicy Extract, so I'll put Growth on instead. Nasty Plot and Growth seems a little redundant, but I think just 2 grass moves would be fine as a backup strat. Didn't expect the legendary Pokemon Groudon to look so stiff. See, this makes sense, having it be in a stone shell in magma. But Kyogre being a stone statue floating atop water, I feel like it should sink, right? Unless it's a very buoyant statue. Is Groudon... Oh yeah, I already have him out. Let's go get him. Hi, buddy. Fire Blast? No problem. Whip him. Whip him good. What was that, Heat Wave? Give me that. There we go. Thank you for jumping out of the way, sir. Pause the clock. What you doing there? Solar Beam. Good thing we don't have the Primordial Sun going right now. Ow. I don't want to hit me, but don't do that. Oop. The stun. Power Whip, Power Plus. Nice. Solar Beam. I'm not catching what move it's using there. It seems like Heat Wave with the effect being like they are. Alright, that's phase 1. Groudon Digivolve to Terramaramon. Oh, we already have Golurk. Okay, cool. Another one for the road. Ah, Solar Beam. Stay over there. Mess them up.
Ooh. There we go. Wish I had power-up punch available to use for Golurk, but it's alright. It wouldn't even be that good, it would just be a little bit better than my current moveset. Oh boy. Precipice Blades. Oh, yeah. We good, we good. Just a 3-phaser there. That's fine. Alright. On Mega. Non-triumphant, non-Mega. More Mega energy popping out. Despite not being a Mega Pokemon, what's that all about? Pokemon Incorporated. Jeez. Drain Punch really doesn't restore my health all that much, I'm noticing. Probably because of the massive defense that Primal Groudon's got. Give me that! Ooh. Going back to his spot on the dome. Enough with the Blades of Precipice, but wait! Oh, eyes rolled backwards in his head. That's crazy. Yeah, as a reminder, Phase 2, you can't use any water moves whatsoever. Which sucks because Fire Ground is quad weak to water. You only have a couple of options for actually dealing super effective damage. Also, we're catching him in a Lure Ball because I think that's funny. I think Ground might be the one super effective move to use against Primal Groudon. I'm trying to think in my head what else would even do super effective damage. I'm not coming up with anything. We did it. Mega Marble. Primal Marble, there we go.
Yes, whattageek, and you too, Tawny. Way to go. We're just too good.
Not bad, kids. Lumiose' toughest trio has done it again. Now, while I'm sure you're still enjoying the glow of victory, I've got some questions. Come by my office. What's a Groudon? You caught Groudon and Kyogre, two legends of the Hoenn region. I know it couldn't have been easy. Well done.
Yeah.
Looks like it's finally time for us to track down Rayquaza. We'll be finished analyzing the blue orb and the red orb soon. Seems like data analysis is the Rust Syndicate's main job now. What kind of organization are we these days? A civic think tank? You're volunteer do-gooders? Don't forget who you're dealing with, kid. Once folks are in our debt, we can put them to work for free, helping us shape Lumiose just the way we want it. That's all. Sorry for the wait. Allow me to return your blue orb and red orb. You were quite right about the prodigious energy they contain, Miss Karina. I believe someone else wanted to weigh in too. What do you have to say, Professor Mabel?
I'm the lab's acting director, not a professor. I did not ask for students.
I understand, Professor. Could you tell us what you've learned?
You little... Fine. Let me sum up what we know. Our inciting incident is when Darkrai got pumped full of all that mega power oozing from the tower. Long story short, its nightmare-generating powers skyrocketed and Hyperspace Lumiose was born. The makeup of Hyperspace Lumiose reflects the subconscious thoughts of people and Pokemon, which I guess is why it's so weird in there. But you've already figured that much out on your own, haven't you? Let me clarify one thing, though. It's not just a reflection of subconscious thoughts, it's dreams. And I mean dreams of all kinds, both the ones you can't control at night and the things you're actively wanting and wishing for.
Great lesson, Professor. Bravo. Now could you tell us how we can find Rayquaza?
You'll have to generate Rayquaza's realm of Hyperspace Lumiose by actualizing a related aspect of the subconscious as a basis.
Huh? Can you slow down and try that again for the less egg-headed among us?
You have to wish really hard. I think it might be doable now that you caught both Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. Getting closer to your goal is probably making it easier to picture catching Rayquaza, and that's made you even more motivated. I'm right, aren't I? So take that mental image and that motivation, then dial them up and make it happen.
I get it, I think. Not sure if that helped or made things even more confusing.
Look, Buster. My job is studying Pokemon energy. I'm not automatically a hyperspace expert just because I have a fancy lab at my disposal. Who's the big dreamer trying to get a meet and greet with Rayquaza in the first place anyway?
Sancha. That's right, the little chef herself. I suggest you listen to the professor's non-expert opinion, whattageek. You gotta get Ansha to wish as hard as she can for you to encounter Rayquaza. I'll get on it. That little lady sure is something. She wanted to meet this mighty Pokemon so bad that her dream got mixed up with Darkrai's power to make nightmares, and look where we are now. It's one heck of a powerful dream. But back to the topic at hand. Thanks, Professor. I'll call again if we need you.
The next time you call me will be your last. Damn. I'll get Ansha caught up on all this.
Go do your thing, whattageek. Are we surveying again? Nope, we're just going to Hotel Z right now. Oh, gang?
Hey, welcome back.
Where's Ansha? Both Ansha and Karina are in Karina's room. As soon as Karina got back, she told Ansha what the three of you learned from the Rust Syndicate.
Then Ansha asked to hear all about your battles with Groudon and Kyogre, so Karina said she'd tell the whole story in mega detail, or something.
It was rather hard to follow it all. Care to fill us in directly on what you were told by Corbeau? Gulpin's listening too, very intently.
So, the reason Ansha wanted to hear more about your battles with Kyogre and Groudon was so that she could imagine you catching Rayquaza next?
That seems likely. She's probably hoping to reinforce that dream of hers in finer detail.
I guess a little visualization can go a long way. Is any of that really necessary, though?
What do you mean?
I mean, Ansha's wish was already plenty strong. That's how she found Rayquaza in the first place.
I suppose so, but there's no harm in letting her continue what she started, is there? You know, opening up a giant wormhole above Lumio City with a legendary Dragon-type Pokemon, potentially escaping into it. Yeah, no big deal.
Hey, the gang's all here. I'm newly impressed, not just by the sheer wonder of hyperspace Lumios, but by all of you, and the legendary Pokemon you battled too. So you heard the whole story from Karina? Indeed, Miss Karina told me all about your hyperspace exploits, whattageek. I can picture the noble Kyogre and the Grand Groudon in perfect detail, so I'm quite confident I'll be able to imagine the pocket of hyperspace Lumios where we'll find the fine Rayquaza at last. Okay, now that you got a good mental image, let's put some real oomph behind it. Ansha, how about you remind us why you want to meet Rayquaza so much? Alright, I'll tell you everything from the start.
Is here good enough?
Huh? Why wouldn't it be? I gotcha. Rayquaza's a sky-high Pokemon, so we should do this higher up, closer to the sky. Sounds good, let's go roof it up.
Roof?
Hey, this roof is where you first showed up too, right, Ansha? Indeed, Hoopa transported me here. A little deviant. Hoopa sure picked the right roof. No one else but Team MZ could have handled this hyperspace stuff so well.
What about Rust Syndicate?
Okay, Ansha, tell us again. Why do you want to meet Rayquaza? Give us the details so we can all picture it crystal clear. Alright, it all begins with a story that I love very dearly. Listen close and I'll tell it to you. A long, long time ago, in what people call the Primal Age, the world was overflowing with natural energy.
Ah, look at him! Why is Groudon so furry?
In that time, there was Primal Kyogre bolstered by the power within the blue orb. So too was there Primal Groudon with the might of the red orb at its beck and call. They fought over the world's natural energy in endless, furious clashes. When Primal Groudon roared, the earth began to swell and the waters were evaporated into dust. When Primal Kyogre bellowed, torrential waters flowed and massive downpours eroded the earth. For 20 days, these two mighty Pokémon battled from sunup to sundown. The ferocity of their clashing scarred and warped the world itself.
Shenron?
The people of that age, the Draconids, were at a loss. Whatever could they do? They wished with all their might for Rayquaza to descend and save them from destruction. The Draconids' wishes must have reached Rayquaza.
I didn't even notice the Pokemon, the smaller Pokemon, like Poochyena and Zigzagoon at the bottom left there. And Pikachu on the right.
They appeared before Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre, a dazzling light, and in it was Rayquaza in a sublime and incredible form. A blazing light and whipping wind sapped the power from Groudon and Kyogre alike. Robbed of their primal forms, they fled to the faraway depths of land and sea. The Draconids came to revere Rayquaza as a true savior. And there our story ends. I still can't believe that Groudon and Kyogre were just making out. I mean, sorry. My mind was elsewhere. We're actually meeting Hoenn's legendary Pokemon, in Lumiose of all places. Incredible, isn't it? That part about Rayquaza's sublime form sounds an awful lot like Mega Evolution.
Or maybe Primal Reversion, Karina? I mean, not everything has to be Mega Evolution.
Rayquaza supposedly got something in its body called a Mikado organ that has the same power as a Megastone. That means Rayquaza can Mega Evolve into Mega Rayquaza all on its own.
A Pokemon that can undergo Mega Evolution without needing a Mega Stone? Wow, it's not like we've been experiencing that here in the city.
Yeah, Rayquaza's Mega Evolution is crazy strong. I totally get why you want to meet it so bad, Ansha. My dear Mama read me that story quite often. I came to love the story and admire Rayquaza so much that I would dream about it. Isn't it noble? Rayquaza, savior of the Draconids.
I can see why you'd want to get it for Diantha, a mighty Pokemon for a mighty mom, huh?
Your love for Rayquaza sounds like the real deal, Ansha. I'm sure your dream will be strong enough to create the hyperspace distortion we need. What?
Well, would you look at that? I guess that actually worked? Now, how do we get up there? Rust Syndicate, we need a ladder. Oh, did you guys build one already? Thanks. We managed to gather some data on this latest distortion. The signals we've detected coming from this distortion are on wavelengths very similar to those emitted by the blue orb and the red orb. We believe this distortion leads to the location in hyperspace Lumiose where you will find Rayquaza.
At last, I'll be able to see the fine Rayquaza again. Guess we're about to witness a dream coming true.
We just might. One more thing. Much like with Kyogre and Groudon, this special distortion requires a special donut to match.
Please, whattageek, gather lots of data so Mr. Philippe and his team can develop the perfect recipe for us. When you do, I'll make the mightiest donut of all. I know I won't fail, because I've got all of you on my side.
Yeah. Alright. Guess we're getting more survey points. 100,000, jeez. Well, let's get to it. Real quick, we're gonna just take a stop in on this dark wild zone because I happen to have a Sparkling Power Water Level 3 donut here. And as I mentioned before, Sparkling Power Level 3 will guarantee that a shiny will spawn. So this is a pretty good opportunity to show that off. At least I hope so. It's possible that Frogadier, Greninja won't even show up in my area. Okay, it says catch shiny Pokemon. That means one has spawned nearby. And that means you are guaranteed to run into one. They're not over here, which means they're probably over in this hallway here. Just give me a second. Slowly walk. Where are the frogs? There are the frogs. Is that the group of frogs I'm looking for? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't sound like it either. So, what if they're up top? Usually that catch shiny Pokemon thing will only appear in the event that a shiny Pokemon has spawned within your immediate vicinity. And the game knows that. Maybe there was a shiny frog down there. It's not looking like it, though. Am I going the wrong way? Show me the frogs. And this time, let's not have it despawn, yeah? Excuse me, boys. Ah, there's the shiny frog. Yeah, there's probably no point in trying to sneak up. There we go. Not failing that one. Shiny frog. Nice. Yeah, that's kind of it. I just wanted to show that there is a guaranteed shiny whenever you use a level 3 power. Though, you know, obviously, if you are using a sparkling power, meal power, of a type that is not actually going to be showing up in the zone, kind of a waste of a level 3, because that doesn't force something of that type to show up if it's not possible to appear. What I like to do is go to zones that aren't the native type. And if something is dual typed with the Sparkling Power level 3, then it guarantees that species, well, helps to guarantee that species would appear. And in that event, then yeah, I can usually guarantee something to show up. Otherwise, Sparkling Power level 3, I think, gives you 3 extra shiny rolls when you're out adventuring. So that's also something to consider. If you're trying to go for close to full odds as possible, but not, like, reaching full odds, you can still do Sparkling Power level 1 to give yourself an extra 1, level 2 for 2 extra, and level 3 for 3 extra. I think that's the, like, how it all maths out. If it isn't, then, hey, future me's got something to say here. But yeah, you also, that still also stacks with the Shiny Charm rates. So if you're really trying to improve your odds for shiny hunting, then, you know, Shiny Charm plus Sparkling Power any level just makes it a little bit easier on the resets. And that's cool. Alright, back to the grind. Fine work out there. You've accumulated enough data for us to learn all we needed. We now have a recipe for a donut that'll allow you to find Rayquaza in Hyperspace Lumios. We also have one more thing to give you. Please meet us at Hotel Z when you can.
Yes, sir. I got my 100,000 points. Here I come. I'm on my way. I'm so defeated.
Hey, gang.
At last we'll have the recipe. I'll be able to make a donut that will lead the way to Rayquaza. Do we have to wait for Mr. Corbeau? Couldn't we go to the Rust Syndicate and ask them to tell us what we need to know? Settle down, Ansha. Let's be patient. Though, hang on. Corbeau? Is he coming? Philippe's the only one who usually shows.
It's him. The guy. Oh, am I not welcome? Hello, whattageek and Ansha, and I guess the rest of you. Perfecting this recipe took the sweat and toil of the entire Rust Syndicate. Please listen closely. To craft the donut properly, its flavor scores must meet or exceed the following values. You'll need at least 120 sweet, 40 spicy, 340 sour. The recipe calls for at least 40 bitter and 390 fresh. We've got a secret ingredient for you, too. The donut's color has to match Rayquaza's green, so I've procured the apex of culinary verdure. Arboliva oil. We're making a donut with olive oil? Sure. How Corbeau got it is best left a mystery.
Wait, we're using it just because it's green?
Sure, no sense making things complicated. That Arboliva oil will make your donut so tasty, the experience will be, well, out of this world. So this is finally it, huh? Ancha's story is about to reach its grand finale. Bye. We'll be cheering you on from our headquarters. Go get him.
I'll be up on the roof. I can't wait to see your masterpiece, Ancha. I'll do my best.
Make the Delta old-fashioned donut. Alright, what do we gotta do here? No spicy, really. No bitter either, so Cheelon berries are out. Colbur seems necessary. Probably a Haban or two. I don't think we're gonna have... Oh wait, Payapa berry. There we go. That'll give us some fresh. And then Kasib berry. No, we just need a little bit more spicy, sour, and bitter. Spicy, sour, bitter. Yeah? No, we just need a little bit more spicy. Did I have it already earlier on? Too much on both ends there. Could do a Kabia berry. Let's toggle something else off, though. You need to match the fresh, unfortunately, so Payapa does need to be there. Is Kasib necessary? If I can just get spicy and sour with the Roselli. There we go. Looks good to me. Delta. Not very great boosts, but you know what? We'll take it.
I've done it! Here it is, the key to meeting Rayquaza, a Delta old-fashioned donut.
She starts making a dozen of them.
Wow, Ancha, when we first met you, I never would have guessed we'd end up all the way here, at Hotel Z. Wait.
And now Karina's waiting on the roof to go face your final challenge.
You started us off on this legendary story, Ancha. Time for you to get your happy ending. Thank you, and whattageek too. I know you three can do it.
Yeah, we'll go catch the thing for you, not for me. I'm gonna do a thing here. Give me Screech for sure. I want Rock Slide. I doubt I'll be using Kecleon much, but guess it wouldn't hurt to buff him up a smidge. Ancient Power, why not? And as for you... nah, it's gonna be funny. Fake Tears instead of Calm Mind, though. I think that'd be better. Roof.
Not just counting on us. Time to leap into Hyperspace Lumios and find Rayquaza. Whoop. Huh? What'd you come all the way up here for if you weren't ready?
Sorry, didn't mean... Was I down there looking at her? Was that why she tilted her head down? I realized that I should probably bring someone else who would be good for this battle, so... Bringing in Glow. Gotta get those ice and rock moves. Delta old-fashioned donut. Power that shines sky high. We're gonna battle Mega Rayquaza, catch it, and make Ancha's dream come true. And we're at the Sky Pillar.
This is the Sky Pillar, right? I guess this space is taking the shape of a place related to Ancha's story. I'm gonna get to meet and battle the very first Pokemon that ever Mega Evolved. It isn't just Ansha's dream that's coming true. Mine is, too.
Man, these stairs are in disrepair. Stairs? Never mind. That sure is a familiar symbol for the Pokemon we're facing off against.
Look, up in the sky. Something's coming!
Broly? Oh, no, not Broly. Let's do it. Start strong with a metronome.
At last we meet Rayquaza!
Oh wow, lowered defense already, nice.
We gotta win, we can't let Ansha down.
Outrage, that's funny. Look at my pudding guy.
You've maxed out on Mega Power, you can Mega Evolve a Pokemon!
Or I could just do plus moves over and over, that'd be fine too, right? Here I go. Plus move metronome, baby, go! Future Sight. Well, I mean, I guess that's fine. Ready for a massive attack. I don't remember what this is. Draco Meteor? No? Yes. Yes, it is Draco Meteor. Tornadoes and Draco Meteor. It's fine, though. I got a fairy Pokemon on me. Whoop. Looks like the meteors do have some sort of ability to suck you in. Hyper Beam. That was a quick one, too. Get back here, you. Nice hit. Leaf Blade, what are you doing?
Give him a kiss.
If you can. I actually don't think we're landing any hits on him. He's so far away. Can we get a little closer, guys? I guess I hit it. More hurricanes and meteors. I'm fine. I'm cool. Still cool. Thank you for that, Meganium. Alright. One down. Rayquaza Digivolve 2. Verdalongmon. You know, like Azulongmon, except he's green instead of blue. So he's Verde instead of Azul. Do you agree? Let's lower that special defense and then send out... Oh god, that hurt. I'm gonna stay on the defensive. I don't remember this fight very well, so the fact that it did bring me so close to death very quickly is a little spooky. I believe moves that are normally super effective against flying types won't work super well here, because that's Rayquaza's whole shtick, or Mega Rayquaza's whole shtick, is that it reduces the damage done by super effective moves towards the flying type. Dragon type would still get affected by what it's weak to. Oh boy! Music swelling to the main theme. Alright, so that was not what I had to do. Give it a kiss. Do I have to attack the tornado? I think that's what I had to do. Whenever it does that move again. Give me a moment. Ugh. Fine. Okay. Yeah, freezing the clock probably necessary here. Tornado again. No, for meteor tornadoes. Got it. Whoop. We're hanging in there. Hold up. Hi. Hi, fella. Oh, no, you don't. One more hit. We did it. First try, baby. Time to catch Rayquaza. Friend.
Yeah.
Truly a fine legendary Pokemon.
You really did it, whattageek. You caught Rayquaza! I can already imagine Ansha's smile when she hears the news. Same, because remember, we caught Rayquaza for Ansha. You don't get to keep it for yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, let's head back to Hotel Z. Ansha's been waiting for this moment. Whattageek, you're back. How did it go with Rayquaza? Go on, Whattageek. Ah, Dwagon. Goodness. Hello, Rayquaza. What an honor it is to stand before such a fine Pokemon.
My other name.
That's good enough for me. You can have it.
What?
And it never could have happened if I hadn't met Team MZ. I owe you all so very much. No, not at all. You made this happen, Ansha. Also, what did we do?
Lita's right. Who else could have crafted such remarkable donuts?
If you say so. The wagon. What's the matter? It's nothing, really. I just felt a small pang when I realized that once I give Rayquaza to my dear mama, it'll be time to hang up my apron as your donut chef.
Why would you have to stop?
What? But...
As long as Hyperspace Lumiose is still around, we'll want to keep exploring it.
And we never keep you from seeing your mom, but didn't you say she'd be busy on a shoot for a while longer?
In short, please keep Ansha's Donuts open for us. Gulpin agrees.
I don't know what to say.
You know, Ansha, I've been thinking, and I've got a question for you. Why'd you want to give Rayquaza to your mom again?
I thought that such a mighty Pokemon would be a fitting gift for my mighty mama.
That's a wonderful thought for a present, but what would happen after you gave it to her?
Well, I'd like to give her more mighty Pokemon, but I suppose Rayquaza would be a hard act to follow. And I admit I'm not as excited to seek them out as I was to meet Rayquaza.
I think you've already got plenty of wonderful gifts you could give to the Diantha.
I do? What kind of gifts?
Stories of what you've seen.
My stories?
That's right. Think about it. There are people in Pokemon you might never meet, even if you live in the same city at the same time. But we managed to meet, and we did something amazing together.
That's all quite true, but are you sure dear mama would be happy with my story as a gift? How could she not love that? If I were in her shoes, I'd be straight up crying tears of joy.
All I know is that I'm thrilled when my little sister shares her stories with me.
Well, I would very much like Mama to know about everything I've done here in Lumiose. But I'd hate to worry her by letting her know I've been slipping out of Hotel Richisim.
Oh, that? Don't worry. Diantha knows.
She what?
According to Jasant, yep.
Oh, well then, I suppose I could rest easy. Pardon me for leaving you out of the conversation, my dear Rayquaza. On my journey to find you, I've met such lovely people and done such exciting things, and I can't wait to tell my dear mama all about it. It's all thanks to you, really.
Are you gonna wish on the dragon or what?
One day I will become a Pokemon trainer, and I'll present you to Mama myself. Until then, would you please look after dear Rayquaza for me, whattageek?
I'd be happy to. Ha! Take that, Tawny.
Thank you ever so much.
Pihya.
I'll be your coach, Ansha. I can train you up and you can pay me in donuts. Deal? Deal. In the end, I gave dear mama 2 gifts. The first was an array of donuts made with all my love. The second was a book telling the story of my adventures with Team MZ. Ah! Ah! Mama looked so very happy. She even asked for more donuts by the dozen, along with just as many new chapters of my story. What could I say but yes? My friends in Team MZ and I will have to continue our thrilling exploits. But for now, thus concludes the story of how I, Ansha, came to meet the fine Rayquaza. I'm sure we'll live happily ever after, with plenty more stories to come.
Look, all I'm saying is if Ansha and Diantha show up in a future Pokemon game, they better one of them better have Rayquaza. Oh god! Just like this Rotom clock needs... It better have an off switch. Anyway. Didn't think that joke through. Morning, sunshine. Prepare to be astounded, kid. We got a special new system we want you to take for a spin. Come by my office and I'll tell you all about it. See you soon. Before I go do that, real quick, you've been able to look at this Pokeball in your room ever since, I think, the end of the main plot. But this is just a free Lucario. It's Karina's Lucario, actually, which AZ had. There's a letter from AZ. To To whattageek, I leave you my Lucario as a symbol of my gratitude and respect. This Lucario was given to me by a certain trainer who hoped it might keep me safe. If you should ever meet her, please tell her that I kept it with me until the end. I must tell you that I have found you to be a Pokemon trainer of the highest caliber. In all my 3,000 years wandering this world, never did I imagine I might encounter a human who would achieve Mega Evolution with Zygarde. I find so many memories flit through my mind now, here at the end of things. I remember my mother giving me my Floette, grasping her rare black flower. I remember the flames of war taking everything from me. I remember the amazement, the joy of witnessing Mega Evolution for the first time. I remember my encounters with the legendary Pokemon of Kalos. I remember when that dark day fell over Galar. Galar lore. And also probably Kalos lore. There's implications that Kalos and Galar were at war, and the darkest day was part of what caused the war to end. All that falls into the past disappears. These memories will fade, as will I. Your story is only just beginning, dear whattageek. I pray that you will live a life free from regret. I am truly glad to have known you. Thank you.
Lucario! Anyway, let's go to Rust Syndicate. So now that we're done grinding out points for Rayquaza, now we're able to grind out points for special distortions. And that's where the end game grind really takes hold. Get ready to start special scanning. Special? Scanning? Okay, let me explain. You know how pockets of hyperspace Lumios are still appearing? Some of them are unlike any we've seen so far. So we developed a system to locate distortions that lead to these new pockets of hyperspace. We call it the Special Scan System. Well, I say we, but it was the fine eggheads at Quasartigo who did the developing. When we run a special scan, it should pinpoint a rare distortion that leads to an unknown pocket of hyperspace Lumios. But the system's not quite ready, which is why I need you. Go do some hyperspace survey tasks so we can get enough data to run a special scan. Probably show this off next episode when we're doing all the side quests, but the premise of this is do more surveys, get more points, yada yada. And when that happens, a 5-star distortion will show up, and it will either be a unique wild zone where there would be, say, for example, it's going to be all the Porygon evolutions, or it's going to be Rotom in all its forms, or it's going to be all the water-type starters available in the game, or it's going to be all the fire-type starters, or it's going to be only Gimmighoul. Something like that. And that Gimmighoul one is actually how you can shiny hunt Gimmighoul now, so keep that in mind. Couldn't do that in Paldea. And it could also spawn battle zones, which don't seem that different. They're just 5-star battle zones, so you'll have stronger trainers and probably more, like better rewards from the Pokeballs. Otherwise, it's just a slightly stronger battle zone. I haven't personally noticed much of a difference. And then there are also a set of special 5-star wild zones that contain a legendary Pokemon. I think it's the 3 Musketeers, Latios, maybe Meloetta? I think? Maybe Keldeo? I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. But some of the 5-star distortions can yield new legendary Pokemon, so keep that in mind. I'll show off one of them next episode when we're cleaning up all these side quests. That's a lot of side quests. So look forward to that. But for now, thank you for watching all of the Mega Dimension DLC main game and end game stuff. We'll see you next time for the side quest completion and then ending the game. Or ending the Let's Play, rather. See you next time.